Hello there, and welcome to the first ever Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Golf Media Day. I'm your host, Emery Songer, on air and producer at iHeartRadio in Des Moines, Iowa. And today we're joined by Culver-Stockton College head women's golf coach Emma Baker and Hannah Motrish. Coach and Hannah, how are things going today?
So far, so good.
Now, it's not quite golf weather, at least up here where I am, but hopefully sometime soon. Hannah, let's go ahead and start with you. What's your major and where are you from?
So I'm a business administration major, and I'm from Rochester, Illinois, which is near Springfield, Illinois.
Awesome. Another great golf hotbed here in the Midwest. You're used to getting out there when it's 50 degrees, I'm sure. Hannah, where'd you begin playing golf, and how'd you find your way to Culver-Stockton's golf team?
So I started golfing my sophomore year of high school because my dad and my brother both golf. And I got an offer from the coach before, Emma, to come play here. So we came and visited. She came and watched around for me. And I just really liked the campus, on top of the fact that I wasn't ever planning on playing a sport in college. So the opportunity was really awesome to get.
Well, that's cool. Culver-Stockton, and there's a lot of people that have connections and a great history there. So, Coach Baker, you're an alumnus. You know this university very well. You're entering year 3 as the head coach of the Wildcats. So, how much do you enjoy this opportunity, getting a chance to coach at your alma mater?
It's great. I love that I was given the opportunity to come back and coach a sport that I love at a school that I love. And I had an excellent experience at Culver, and I just really like getting to help be part of students like Hannah's experience at Culver.
Well, that kind of leads me to my next question. What are some of the top things that you're trying to teach the athletes about your experience, not just at Culver-Stockton, but also as your experience as a collegiate golfer?
I think one thing I would like to leave, these ladies when they leave Culver is that, or once they get to Culver, really, just because you play college golf doesn't mean that you should stop trying to get better. So a lot of times we're talking about constantly trying to get better, both on the golf course and as individuals as well. So, working hard in the classroom, they all do really well in the classroom, and putting in the hard work in the gym, in the simulator, out on the course, and putting it all together into being better individuals when they leave here than when they came here.
Well, Coach, you have one of your golfers right here in Hannah. Tell us about her and what her importance is to the team from your perspective as her coach.
Hannah sets a really good example in a lot of different ways. She leads by example in the classroom, for sure. She has excellent grades. She uses all the resources that we have on campus when she needs them. And then on the golf course, she's, in that number 2 spot and working her way to that number 1 spot. And she puts in the work in the gym. She's very dedicated to her team. She's very supportive and encouraging of her teammates. And I think that that's really important, because golf is a team sport, but it's also an individual sport. And she wants even the individuals playing in tournaments to do the best they can to keep working hard and get better.
So you guys at Culver-Stockton, obviously every college has to have a good place to practice when you get into the season. So can you talk about what you would consider, Coach, your home golf course and some of the features that you think really allow your team to get better in the practice rounds that you guys are able to do?
So our home course is Spring Lake Country Club in Quincy, Illinois. It's about a 25-30 minute drive from campus. We have a lot of really good short game practice areas on that course, and it's helpful that it's a challenging course. At least I think it is. So I mean, you're getting to play a course that's set up that challenges golfers in different ways, and we have all those different short game facilities and a nice big driving range. And the pro at the club is a Culver alum as well, so there's one of those connections that you mentioned, and it's just great to be able to be out there. We've been there since 2011.
That's awesome. And you talk about the Culver blood. Sometimes that just instills a little bit more pride in everything that you're doing, from the practice round to when you guys are actually going to tournaments, and it helps with recruiting as well. So Hannah, back to you. What's your favorite course you've ever played on? And you can answer your home course if you'd like. I know you played there quite a bit, but is there another one that kind of stands out to you?
I do really like our home course a lot. It's a lot of fun to play because it is usually always challenging, no matter how many times you play it. But I just have really good memories from freshman year. We played Deer Run. It wasn't the best weather conditions ever. It was like sleet and heavy wind, but I just remember our practice round was a lot of fun because we actually all got to play together. And then I had my first eagle on that course, which luckily she was at like with me. She was helping me on that hole as well as my dad, who's my biggest supporter. So he, of course, probably everybody on the course could hear him that day when he yelled it when I got that. So I just have good memories of that course. And it was one of the most challenging courses that we've played that I just feel like was the first time I played well at a challenging course.
Is there a course that you'd like to play at that you haven't played at yet?
I'm pretty excited about the courses that we're getting to play in Alabama, as well as the one that we're playing tournament wise for Alabama. I'm pretty excited about those ones.
You're probably going to get better weather down there, I would imagine, too.
Yeah, like 70s.
Yeah, so sign me up for some of that too. Bring some of that back when you get back to. So Hannah, you talk about getting an eagle. I know that a lot of people have different parts of their game that they really like at different clubs that, it's like, oh yeah, I got to pull the 8 out here. I feel really good about it. Is there a club like that for you?
I'm a big prized joy of my driver. I do like teeing off. But I think like comfort wise, like if I can pull out like a 6-iron, I feel pretty good about it.
Awesome. Okay, so from your perspective, as an experienced member of this team and somebody who's one of the top golfers in the lineup, what are some of the team goals and for you personally, individual goals for you out there this year?
I think team goal wise this year, we're kind of just focused on getting more consistent. I think all of us have some really good swings. We're just kind of trying to narrow it down to a consistent one, and getting that team score where we want it to be. Personal goal wise, kind of similar. Me and the girl that play number one kind of are close. And so competition wise, we're kind of going back and forth. So just getting some more consistency because I know I can do well once I get everything consistent and not have, I guess, what we would call like a blow up hole. And that kind of messes up a few holes after. So kind of eliminating those.
Coach, Hannah mentioned that you guys are headed to Alabama for your spring break trip. Grand National Lake Course is going to be, the big featured course that you guys are going to stop at there. Tell me about your thoughts on heading to Alabama for spring break and kind of what you're looking for from your team there.
I think just making improvements from how we played out down there last year. We struggled. It was the first time we got to be outside. Was the practice round for that tournament, and we flew, so everybody was exhausted, and kind of easing our way down there and driving. I think is going to make things a little bit better, and we've actually been lucky enough to have some good January and February weather that we've played outside several times. And a big adjustment is going to be spending a lot of time chipping and putting, because that Bermuda grass is definitely different in the South, and putting is different. The greens here are super slow right now, and the greens down there are going to be a little quicker. So just finding that comfort in the speed and just keeping that confidence of knowing that we know what we're doing, and we just need to translate that down south.
For a northern-based conference, this conference does have a lot of really, really solid women's golf teams and golf programs, and you know that about as well as anybody, Coach. So from your perspective, what do you see in this conference, and can you describe to the people about how challenging it is to be one of the top programs in this conference?
It's definitely really hard. I think it's really awesome that we have so many strong women's golf programs in the conference, though. I mean, just William Penn, Mount Mercy, Central Methodist, I mean, all really solid. And I think for us, with being a young team that, 3 years ago, there was only one female golfer at Culver-Stockton, and we've come a long way since then. And I think continuing to build on that and work our way to the middle of the pack, and then maybe someday we'll work our way in the next few years to the top tier of the conference.
Definitely trying to build something special. Hannah, before I let you guys go, what are some of your career aspirations for life after you finish college, both in and outside of golf?
So in golf wise, I'd kind of like to be able to still play as much as I can. Definitely, hopefully, stay connected to the team. We have a really good group of girls. We're all really close, which I really enjoy. So hopefully staying connected to them and to the team and coming back. Like our senior Haley that was there my freshman year still comes back for certain tournaments. So kind of doing what she did and staying connected with the team is a big goal. Um, Career wise, I've been a bit all over the place. So I am in business administration, but I'm staying an extra year. I was going to graduate early, but I'm going to stay my 4th year and do some science classes and hopefully go into veterinary medicine.
Wow. All right. So very unique road to there. That sounds like a lot of
Yes,
fun.
definitely.
Well, Coach Emma Baker and Hannah Matrish, we really appreciate you guys being a part of this, and good luck this season as part of the Heart of America Athletic Conference.
Thanks.
Thank you.